Hi everyone, I am Hyper G, and next to me, Lucky Sixes.
Oi, oi!
Oi, oi. I like it. That's good.
Savaloy?
No, you ruined it.
Great big boy?
Stop. Okay, let's see how much you heckle me during my round 2 battle report.
A lot.
Actually, you didn't heckle me towards the end of that Steige saw last one.
Did you saw?
Alright. So, round 2 in the Bristol tournament. This is going to be my Orcs Goblins battle, and I have been drawn to go against a Vampire Covenant.
Ooh.
Scary.
Bloodsuckers.
Yes, they are. So vampires are your second army.
I think I was more excited that you were going against them than you.
I know, yeah, especially as it was the Crypt Ghoul Death Star, or a version of it, in Chris's list. So my opponent was Chris. Chris was a fantastic guy to talk to. It was his first tournament too. I really enjoyed getting to know him and his friends.
Beautiful army as well.
Really well painted. We have a picture of that in a separate video. Well, you'll see his models in this one as well. I think his guys come from Yeovil, if I remember rightly. So
Goblins Grotto.
Goblins Grotto, is that right? Chaps. Okay, yeah. So we really enjoyed getting to know them throughout the tournament, and I was the first one to go against one of them, which was Chris and the Vampires. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm coming off a 0-20 defeat.
We step up your game.
Like you did.
Like I did.
Yeah, obviously I didn't know that you had stepped it up because it was happening at the same time.
Till about half hour in when I was like, I've just 20-0'd him.
I hate you sometimes. I'm sure Ross won't appreciate that either.
It was a lot closer than that.
Yeah, than your cockiness makes it sound. So, it was Dawn Assault and Hold the Ground. So same objective. The objective was always set for the tournament rounds. And deployment was Dawn Assault. So, you get 2/3 of the board to deploy in. And the opponent has the opposite 2/3.
How did you find that?
I like this one a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Is this the one where you can keep people in reserve?
Yes, I believe it is. Yeah, so you can keep up to 2 units as ambushers. For the record, neither of us did.
They come on from your reg, don't they?
They come on from
anywhere.
No, they don't. No, they come on from anywhere.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, proper ambushers. One of the other deployment rules is...
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's the attack and defender is when you can do that. And they come on from your own board edge. In this one, they come on as proper ambushers.
Oh, cool.
So neither of us made use of that. Right, so Orcs and Goblins. Yeah, baby. Needing to win. So, on the left, I have a unit of Iron Orcs. That's the non-BSB unit, and sat behind them was the Gargantula. Gargantula's got high movement, so I wasn't worried about him being chaffed by the Iron Orcs. Raiders in front of the Giant, and then the BSB Iron Orcs in front of the unit of Cave Goblins with a Madget. Then on this side, we have the big unit of Orcs, who definitely need to make up for their first battle, because they didn't even see my turn 1 last time. Then a unit of Cave Goblins with the bows, so they're decked out in that formation this time. Another Madget and my Wizard Master General, who also needs to survive a little bit longer in this turn.
Yeah. And
then the Bridge Trolls, rather, and my War Machines out on the right.
Cool.
So yeah, nice standard deployment. Meanwhile, Chris has got a very beautiful army that this blurred picture does not do justice.
Absolutely.
Ruined it already. That is a unit of... Are they still called Grave Guard?
Barrow Guard.
Barrow Guard. With a... God, this is...
I don't know what that would be. Because there's a few things. Is it one of the war platforms?
Yes.
So, Court of the Damned, maybe?
Yeah, probably. But it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Unit of zombies there. This is the Crypt Ghouls unit with the BSB vampire. He has his vampire general and another vampire in that unit, I believe. The list obviously in the comments. And then over here we've got a skeleton block, and behind them we've got some Black Knights. Are they still called Black Knights?
Yep. No, so Baron Knights.
Baron Knights, yeah. So they're not the vampiric ones. They're just your special unit version. And then over here we've got a couple of the spectral
phantom hosts.
Yeah, the ethereal ones or ethereal ones. Lots of people say that word differently, don't they? So, yeah, they're pretty hard to shift if you don't have the magic capabilities.
Cool.
And he had a Varkalak on the flank of the Barrow Guard. And it took me a little while to realise, but he's actually facing towards that line.
Oh,
not that line.
Oh, okay.
Or it might be the other way around. But yeah, it was a bit like, when we discussed it, I was a bit like, okay.
Yeah.
His facing was a bit different than I originally thought, but it didn't matter too much. So, and very beautiful, obviously crafted. So my turn 1, I think I went first. Moved up the Gargantula onto the hill, and Ross and Chris very nicely lent me his unit base marker so we could see where it was. There's that. I moved up in the middle, and my plan, which is why I stuck all of these scoring units in the middle, was to go for the objective and hold the objective. So complete opposite of what you did, basically. Yeah. I was really thinking about the objective right from the off. And I basically wanted to move my unit of orcs near it and say, move me if you can, whilst hoping that his Barrow Guard, who are over there, stay well out of the battle. Because I don't think I've got much that can take them on.
They're good unit.
They're pretty good. This is after a magic phase. I've got to Awaken the Beast off on the Giant to give him plus resilience. Not sure what I was thinking there, other than probably didn't have a lot to cast.
He doesn't have much shooting, does he?
No. So it might have been to stop a long charge from the Varkalak, I think, actually. And over there, this was Chris kindly lending me a movement tray for the goblins, which once he'd lent me, I forgot to use. So how gracious am I? And Bridge Troll's moving up. Magic. That's just me showing I got to Awaken the Beast. My Git launcher did a wound to itself, and I don't think the Spear Skewer did a lot.
Okay.
And moving into Chris's turn. So the Crypt Ghouls come up. The zombies zombies and skeletons at the back, ready to be regrown.
Hang out.
Yep, and the Barrow Guard and the Varkalak just moving closer together in the forest. Not a massively aggressive move forward, though, which I was pleased about. A bit more aggressive on the other side was the Barrow Knights and the Phantom Hosts moving up on that flank. I established quite early on that his Barrow Knights had the Flaming Banner, and so I kind of was like, they're going to be pretty nasty against my Bridge Trolls. And that is true. Flame against a regen is not good for me. Moved my Gargantula up in my following turn to the flank of the Varkalak, which I thought was quite a nice move. So I think this is where the base size thing came into play. So I think I was playing it. I think I'm out of line of sight, whichever it is. So it's either that line, in which case I'm out, or it's that line. And I think the real one is actually that one.
Okay.
But anyway, whatever. So the Gargantula's out of line of sight and causing him a bit of trouble there. It was quite funny, actually, because when I did this, Shane, the tournament TO, came over, and he basically said to Chris, "You're in a lot of trouble now." And I was like, "Oh, good!"
Yeah.
I was very excited by that. There you go. I chaffed up the Barrow Guard with my Raiders, because I didn't like them progressing too quickly on that side. And the Iron Orcs were ready for whatever happened afterwards. Moved back a bit. Moved back ever so slightly, in the middle, I've got my Orcs now right up on the objective, saying, "Come at us, bro." And the Iron Orcs are there to support with the Giant and Cave Goblins nearby as well. My Generals moved behind the Orcs, so that it's just there as a bubble. And a magic missile carrier, basically. Chris was constantly dispelling my totemic summons in this one, which is fine.
That's what they're there for.
Reformed these Cave Goblins to be back in bus formation, because really they're
using the tray.
Using the tray, even though they didn't need it anymore. Oh, yes, I must have used it at one point. Because I just kept them on it. So I moved them back into bus formation because they really weren't shooting a lot. I mean, they couldn't shoot at the phantom hosts and do any damage, and
board,
zombies and skeletons were just being grown back, so there wasn't really any benefit in having anything to shoot at. Yeah, that's just showing that the generals moved into the middle of things. I think I was literally like half an inch within bridge troll range.
Oh, right, okay.
So it was a bit careful, you know. Don't think they did much. Didn't miss fire, but yeah, it wasn't really their battle, I'll be honest. If I don't mention them again, it's because they didn't do a lot.
Yeah.
So this is quite a cool little overview picture of how it looked, I think, at the end of my turn 2. I'm playing it as though I went first, I believe. Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, that's showing things as they are. I'm quite
end of your turn.
Quite happy with how it's looking at the moment.
Got a good line?
Yeah, I've got quite a few spells on the orcs as well.
Okay.
So they're re-rolling to hit and yeah, things like that. So that's looking good. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I've got on the orcs. They're +1 resilience. They're actually resilience 5.
Yeah.
And I've got re-rolls to hit. And one thing that you pointed out to me after this battle was I was playing the hereditary spell on my orcs as an augment spell, but actually it should have been on an opponent.
Yeah.
Hexing the opponent.
So hexing the ghouls.
So I was actually doing myself out of an ability there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Grow some back?
I think this is actually me doing a wound to one wound to a skeleton, but he has grown a bit in there. Madgit comes out here. Yeah. So this is still my turn.
Yeah, so you've just done magic, that's some shooting.
Yeah.
And
this is shooting, isn't it? That's right, yeah, you're right. So yeah, my plan was to have the Madgit fly in that direction and go right in front of the ghouls.
Okay.
If I hit the ghouls, it would have needed quite a large roll, but the plan was to hopefully get an average roll and go in front of the ghouls. I think I rolled a 3, which isn't great.
No.
So that's unfortunate. I don't think you can quite see it on the picture, but I'm fairly sure that a spear chucker did 2 wounds to a phantom host.
Nice.
Yeah.
Failed
its Aegis, and that's with the skewer actually hitting as well. So he's having a good tournament, sort of. Yeah, so this is on to Chris's turn 2, and the Baronites and the Phantom Hosts charge into me trolls.
With the
flaming banner, and that could hurt, depending on how things go. And he's gone for it in the middle, which, fair play. It's a very nasty unit of crypt ghouls. So he's charged the orcs, despite the buffs that I've got on them. And I'm very intrigued as to how this is going to go. He's contesting the objective now, because he's got zombies and skeletons nearby as well.
Yep.
So we've all got scoring units well within range of this objective. And this combat is going to be deadly. Really, really deadly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, charges the raiders, of course, as you would. Yep. And I'm not sure if there's a picture later on, so I'll say he's moved the Varkalax to face the Gargantula. Head on, obviously not scared. I think this is possibly the Necromancer miscasting.
Okay.
And taking 2 hits, which didn't take any damage from.
Oh, okay.
But I think I'll pick up on that again later. I might have got myself confused there, but otherwise the 2 isn't anything massive.
Right.
This is me just taking a picture of that to show the beautiful base direction. But he is facing the Gargantula. Does the magic missile spell?
Yeah, so it does some big damage.
That magic is. And does some damage to the cave goblins.
I like how you feel obliged to use the tray.
Yeah.
He's giving it to you.
Oh, no, yeah, no. So now I am actually using the tray, very definitely. Oh, yeah, there was definitely a miscast. It was a 5 miscast.
Okay.
So 555. And I think why I've made such a deal of this one, in my head I was thinking 555, wow, that guy's going to die, whoever cast it.
So there's 2 wounds to it.
And I was really surprised to find that on the miscast table, it's like the caster suffers 2 hits. And
that wound on a 4-up.
That is really nice. I think that's
miscast.
I think for a 555,
dangerous, yeah.
The only thing worse than that is a 666. So I was thinking that guy's going to be dead after this spell, and he actually didn't wound either of those 4-ups.
So he got away with it.
Yeah. Now this one is where I had a little secret agenda here. Don't know whether I should admit to being quite so evil or not, as this is YouTube and all. But
it's a perfect place to do it.
Perfect place to confess my sins. I'm sorry, Chris. When I established that the Baronites had flaming attacks, I kind of set up that I was fearing them going into the trolls because of regen.
Deviant.
Yes. Actually, I wasn't scared at all of that happening because of troll vomit. And
they haven't got that many attacks.
They haven't got many attacks, but the Baronites are like 2-up armor.
Yeah.
And trolls would struggle to get through that unless they use their troll vomit. So I pumped 4 troll vomit attacks into the Baronites and killed 4 of them.
Sweet.
Lost 1
troll.
Hit with all of them? I hit with all of them. It was nasty.
Mm.
Lost 1 troll, but I did win that combat. And yeah. Oh wow. Okay, hang on. Yeah. So
did he crumble at all?
I think
4-3.
Let's see. He charged to make it 4-4.
4-4.
I think it's a push. I think it's a dead push. But you know, I'm more than happy with that situation now.
Has he got standard as well? I suppose it's just
the standards might be dead now because I think Chris was using models exactly as they are, as you'd expect for such a beautiful army.
Yeah.
So yeah, the flaming banner was gone now, so that's only going to go my way.
Yeah.
So am I evil for that situation, or do you think
played it well?
Well, he probably would have done it anyway. I don't know.
He's got a flaming unit, so he wants to go up against regen. I think maybe he wants to get you down a bit first before he does that.
Yeah.
I think otherwise, really, both of you want that combat.
Yeah.
So
cool. A whole lot of killing starts on the. On the Orc Crypt Ghouls combat. So the Orcs are attacking in 4 ranks because they've got green tide.
Nice.
I'm re-rolling to hit. Obviously, at this stage, the fact that it's a hex rather than augment doesn't matter because I've only got 1 in combat.
That's what, 5, 10, that's 14 out of 20.
Yeah, killed a lot of
good
Crypt Ghouls.
Conversion rate.
And obviously, I'm Resilience 5, so he comes back and manages to kill 6, which is all right.
Though,
It's poison that's done that.
Yeah.
Because obviously that bypasses resilience. And he's got a vampire character in there as well.
So you win by a lot?
I win by a lot, and this is the crumble. No, actually, hang on. Wow. This is something else. This is the Iron Orcs coming in. Yeah, so we've skipped a little bit, and we're on to my turn 3, I think, now.
And the Giant's gone in as well?
The Giant's gone into the zombies up there, and I think that's going to be a grind, but that was mainly to get him out of the way of the Barrowguard.
No, you don't mean get that. Oh,
I do. Barrowguard over there. Okay, his Barrowguard, yeah. And by doing that, I could avoid the Barrowguard for the night and maybe start grinding away.
Yeah.
And it gave the Iron Orcs space to charge into the flank.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is all near the objective. So,
well, that looks good for you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Orcs want.
Definitely does.
And it looks like you got Bring the Pain off on the. This is where I came back and told you it was on the.
No, not quite. No, I put Bring the Pain on my Iron Orcs.
Okay.
So now the Iron Orcs are the only ones re-rolling to hit.
Yeah. So really, should have been the only one where.
This is the only one where it was wrong for me.
Yeah.
Because it should have been on the Ghouls, so both units should have been re-rolling to hit.
Cool, though. That's good.
Yep. And this is probably after combat because I've killed a lot of Crypt Ghouls. So not a lot of. And he did 6 wounds to me again.
Consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm Resilience 5 this time.
Looks like you're... Go back to that one. Looks like you're...
Over there, looks like I've charged my Cave Goblins into the flank of the...
So just get some combat res.
To get some combat res. Wasn't expecting them to do any wounds. Yeah. So that's all nice. Alchemical Fire there is an alchemy
flammable
spell.
He's made you flammable, maybe?
Yeah. Don't remember that, but... Whatever.
But that's just because of his flaming standard, isn't it?
Yes, it might well be. Something or other.
Yeah.
Moved this mad git from the Cave Goblins who are sitting down just below the camera.
Yeah.
And that Cave Goblin did exactly as he was told and sat right in front of the Barrowguard.
It's nice when they do that.
Yeah. So you see the Giants moved out of line of sight.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Is
that your Gargantula?
That's Gargantula charging the Varkalak. And that was an interesting combat. I thought I was probably going to be okay, but Varkalaks are definitely pretty mean. So I had to roll well enough. But yeah, that mainly was me being happy with where the Madget ended up. The zombies dare to do a wound on the giant, but I think I'm actually attacking before zombies, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Which, means that the rage didn't see the benefit of the rage this turn.
Yeah.
And I'm killing, I think I only killed 3 zombies.
Oh, right.
So I whiffed a bit. So obviously that kind of conversion killing rate is not going to be good enough to stop them regrowing, which is a bit scary. And over here, the Varkalak took... How many wounds has a Varkalak got? Do you remember?
I think 4.
Okay, well I did 3 wounds, and it was the crumble.
Yeah. Well, it's done 3 to you, so you're only by 1 then.
Yeah, so I think it was fairly close. But yeah.
Yes, you only win by the charge, but because you win by the charge.
I'm fairly sure it was a crumble.
Does he have his BSB in that?
No, he has them in the cripples.
Ah, right.
So no, there was no -1.
So crucial.
Although I'm obviously not planning on going into the Barrow Guard with the Gargantula. I think Chris was hoping I would.
Yeah.
He just wants anything to go into the Barrow Guard, to be honest. Yeah, this is probably some regrowth. Probably, because it looks like Chris is in the midst of a magic phase. Okay. So this is on to his turn 3, I believe. Yes, one thing is we forgot to move this Madget in my turn 3.
Okay.
Which could have been...
painful to you.
It could have been horrible to whoever it went for. But yes.
Or it could have gone into train and died.
It could have done anything. But yeah, we forgot to move it in my turn 3, which was a bit of a shame. What we also forgot, which Chris was kicking himself, is the ghouls have something about a hunger rule or something or other.
Yes, I think they reroll to hit after the first round.
Yeah, after the first round of combat, they get to reroll their hits. And he didn't do it in his turn 2 or his turn 3. My turn 3. He didn't do it in my turn 3.
Yes, there's one turn he's lost out.
Yeah, and possibly didn't do it in this one either. But
so you're both forgetting loads of rules.
We're both getting our rerolls to hit wrong.
That's it.
But yeah. There's that. These guys have finished off
as you'd expect.
Phantom Hosts.
Mainly the combat res.
Combat res has done that, yeah. And the zombies have shifted to face them, basically. They're not zombies, they're skeletons, sorry. This one interested me. I thought he would take the damage from the Madget to free up his Barrow Guard, but in fact he backed away from the Madget.
So that was
nice
for you.
I was delighted, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Absolutely delighted. Undead units that could just grow back. I was expecting him to just take the damage and move on.
Yeah. No, fair play.
But the Madget is still very much there. Yeah. Over here, there's some killing going on. Not sure what that's about. Oh, I would expect to have done more wounds in whatever this course
might be one part of it.
Could be. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes. So lots of damage being dealt to the crypt ghouls. Obviously, with the models gone, their damage output is less and less as it goes on. And yeah, this Madget moves back towards my own orcs. The little blighter. Yeah. So my own orcs are now thinking, oh. And over there, the Madget dies. I think it went through terrain or something or other. Can't remember what killed it.
They've done their job?
Yeah. Well, he didn't, because he just moved 3 inches, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The trolls fail stupidity, because I don't think they were in reroll range, and they just barreled into the goblins, who were a bit peeved by it.
Okay.
But again, they've already done their job, and they're going to struggle to fit through that terrain with the goblins standing there as well. And the crypt ghouls are now dead, including the BSB vampire.
Cool. So is this on your turn? Or?
I honestly don't know now. I'll catch up with it. I think it's on his turn because he'd moved the... the Madgets were dying and moving, weren't they? I think it's my turn 4. This is my turn 4. Yeah. And by that time, we were getting the rerolls to hit, right? Yeah, and in my turn 4, I've moved my Gargantula into the back line to stay well away from the Beauregard.
Sure.
The Giants killing some zombies still. And, taking a couple of wounds.
Yeah.
Which is rude. What I am doing is forgetting to attack the Necromancer.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's still got the magic capability and the points, which was annoying me every time because I'd basically roll my attacks. And then, kill the Necromancer. Yeah. This is him regrowing some skeletons. So that unit is looking more fearsome. And either more death or more regrowing. And now we are into my turn 5. I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so in his turn 4, I think he was not doing a great deal.
Just regrowing and stuff.
Regrowing, yeah, pretty much.
And then you've charged everyone.
And I've charged everyone into the skeletons now.
Which is not good for the skeletons.
Not great.
Have you got any characters in there?
No, I only got a Necro, but nothing too scary. Obviously, the Gargantula's come around from the back to help out. This was a really unfortunate situation for Chris, and I actually felt really bad for being that guy because I want to go back. Is that the best picture?
So this is on his turn.
This is on his. This is his turn where he's regrowing. So it's on his turn 4, and I think they're not quite aligned properly here.
Right.
So his zombies are slightly further forward, and so when in his turn. No, that would have been, my turn 4. In his turn 4, what he wanted to do
was turn them so that they
could charge the giant. Yeah.
And he can't.
Oh, no, yes, this is his turn 4. He knew he couldn't get into the giant in his turn 4, so he moved them to here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This part's fine, actually. This part's fine. I'm getting a turn ahead of myself. So he's moved them to here. And I may as well say it now because I'll say it again later when it happens. But when it came to his turn 5, he couldn't get past here.
Ooh, you meanie.
Yeah.
It is true, though.
It's true. So he'd reformed, and then when he went to charge that, with that corner staying put, that gap was smaller than his width. And so he couldn't charge my giant.
Yeah.
So I felt really bad for calling that out.
You can't wheel past it, can you?
Couldn't wheel past it because his reform probably could have avoided that.
Sure, yeah.
I felt bad because Chris was such a good opponent, such a nice guy, but
he didn't think to charge his character out, or anything?
He did, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay. So right, so the Iron Orcs have now got nothing to worry about, so they move up. They've always been standing just right opposite the graveyard, so there's that. General and Cave Goblins and Bridge Trolls move up just to have a better view of the action. I lost a couple of Orcs, and I think at this point you've told me that Bring the Pain should be on the crypt rules. Yeah. And that's our final picture, because we only got to turn 5, end of Chris's turn 5, so are very much rushing to finish, which is why the picture's dried up at the end. And it's a good job we discussed it, actually, because like we said, the Beauregard couldn't wheel past.
So they couldn't do anything for
their unit. The game. They couldn't do anything the rest of the game. He did charge his Vampire General out against the Giant, and he did kill the Giant.
Okay.
So there was points there for him.
And presumably you mopped up the skeleton?
I mopped up the skeleton unit. It was horrible. I killed most of them, and the crumble was devastating. I also had done enough to claim the objective because I'd had scoring units around the objective for pretty much the whole battle. Chris had scoring units there as well, but I'd whittled down his and maintained mine. You can see I've lost a fair amount of Orcs throughout the course of the battle. That's a whole big movement tray, but they're still pretty healthy.
And you've got the Gargantula in the back.
The Gargantula in the back and the Iron Orcs on the side. So it was a 20-0 to me.
Wow.
Delighted.
Round 2 for PTG.
Round 2 PTG goes our way. So really happy with how it went. Tactically, I thought I played it really well. Obviously, I didn't get any Sportsman Awards for not allowing Chris to do that blank charge.
God, blimey.
I'm just a nasty person. As well as the flaming banner on the knights. I don't know if I'm making more of a big deal of that than it was.
I think he wants. That's his obvious choice. They don't have any other obvious choice.
No, but he might not have taken into account the lethal troll belch.
Yeah, I think he wants to try and get you down, whittle you down a bit first. Maybe that would be my.
Yeah, and hope the troll vomit doesn't wound.
Yeah, well, you got 4 out of 4, which is good.
Yeah, I mean it hits automatically, and it's strength 5 against resilience 4.
Yeah.
So I rolled 4 3-ups.
Yeah, so
it was very good for me, and it hurt Chris a lot.
But yeah, no, I think all you need to do is get rid of a couple of trolls before going into it, and then you're looking good, really.
Yeah. But Chris was a very a good chap. Very much enjoyed it. Whether or not he enjoyed it because it went my way, I don't know. Hopefully he did. But we had a good chat the rest of the tournament, so I think we're all good. Yeah, so well done. Orcs and Goblins.
Yeah.
So we're both on 20 points going into round 3.
Represent.
Yeah. Whatever that means. So, like, share, subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Love to see your comments, especially if you're my opponent. Forgive me.
And feel free to give him loads of grief about that as well.
It's not that I'm sensitive or anything. So, yeah, we'll move on to round 3. Thank you very much for watching. Come on, elves.
See you later.
I don't mean that. I hate elves. Carry on.